this class. Let's get started. Okay, it's May now. I hope you guys are ready for your exam.
Exam? What?
James. 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 I don't know anything. Okay, I'll help you out. Okay, so it all started in 1492. Christopher Columbus.
The Puritans were among the first settlers of the New World. These settlers were very pious, and religion played a big role in their society. One of the most famous Puritan leaders was John Winthrop. Crowds of people would gather to listen to his words of wisdom. Although Winthrop gave many speeches and sermons, this is all people seem to remember him saying.
We will be a city upon a hill.
In colonial societies, Calvinism was making leaps and bounds in popularity among the people. This concept reasoned that one could not change his or her own fate, regardless of their deeds. Despite this flaw, Calvinism gained a great following, with each follower hoping that at the end of the day, they wouldn't be the one with the short straw.
God bless. God bless. God bless. Wait. Sorry, you're going to hell.
Your destination sucks.
The Revolutionary War started on April 19, 1775, with the Battle of Lexington and Concord. But Paul Revere was working early. He knew that the British were coming, and let's just say he couldn't keep it quiet.
British are coming, everybody. The British are coming. British are coming, everybody. The British are coming. The British are coming. The British are coming. Lock the doors. Get your guns. British are coming. The British are coming.
Theodore Roosevelt, while famous for his cavalry in Latin America, also made strong efforts for the conservation movement. Unfortunately, his successor, President Taft, made a few blunders, one of which was the firing of Chief of the U.S. Forest Service, Mr. Pincott.
Fired Mr. Pitcock. Oh no.
This alienated President Taft from the conservationists, and led to less sightings of green around the country. There were many causes for America's participation in the First World War, one of the most prominent of them being the incident known as the Zimmermann Telegraph. Germany knew Mexico was still brooding over the territorial loss from the Mexican-American War, and saw World War I as the perfect opportunity to gain an edge over the Allies. Unfortunately for Germany, however, Uncle Sam knew a thing or two about eavesdropping.
Weißt du nicht, was wir machen? Mann, wo bist du? Kann wohl nicht sein, wir brauchst du denn endlich her? Wann bist du da, Zimmer? Du bist ein dummer Kerl, kannst mal kommen, bitte? Zimmermann, bitte, tschüss. Zimmermann, bist du noch da?
Hola, mi nombre es Michael. Sí, sí, sí. Sí. No me gusta Estados Unidos. Adios.
After World War II, many Americans found themselves being accused of communism. Joseph McCarthy, a leading activist on the anti-communism movement, began conducting aggressive investigations, very much like the Palmer Raids that occurred during World War I. These investigations ended with a slap on the wrist for some suspects, but for others, it might as well have been a kick in the balls. On August 6, 1945, the U.S. dropped the atomic bomb on Hiroshima. To this day, the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki leave a black mark on America's history. However, we would like to point out that most of the horrors of the bombings were greatly exaggerated, and America's little boy in fact did nothing more beyond making a loud sound. Here is some live footage of the bombings.
Okay.
In 1896, Homer Plessy went against the state of Louisiana in a court of law, arguing that his rights as an African American were being denied. Judge Ferguson, however, ruled in favor of the state, and thus upheld the constitutionality of racial segregation, under the doctrine that such accommodations would be separate but equal. However, African Americans soon learned that the state of Louisiana had a far from satisfactory definition of equal.